Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I want to chat with you guys a little bit about something that I always find funny, because I'll be accused of being a minimalist even when I'm doing, 10 or 12 different exercises on camera every week. And I'm sorry, but when you're at that point, you're not a minimalist. Just because you're not using excessive variation doesn't make you a minimalist. It's like everyone wants to put everything in a black or white category. But they'll say that and they don't grasp it. When I say something like, if we put our efforts into getting as strong as possible, at what I sometimes like to call these days my big four, squat, bench, deadlift, pull-ups, right? Or your variations of them. Maybe you're a closed grip bencher. Could be a different type of squat, be a different type of deadlift. I'm not saying it should be, but could be. Pull-ups can mean a couple different things. It could be overhand, it could be neutral grip, it could be chin-ups or a type of pull-up. But I'll make these statements, and then people are like, so you're saying that's all people should do? Well, no, not at all. Not even remotely true. How many powerlifters out there whose goal is to get as strong as possible at the squat, bench, and deadlift are monstrously big? How many of them are monstrously big? A lot of them. And does that mean that the only thing they do is squat, bench, and deadlift? Now, there are some who do those things with very, very little assistance work. I've heard of rumors that certain elite powerlifters out there basically squat, bench, deadlift, and pull up. But here's the thing with that. What I'm suggesting is these four exercises pretty much use all the muscles in the body. Okay. They use all the major muscles in the body. Not saying at the same ratio, but you know what? That ratio is going to vary depending upon the person. There can be one person who the bench press works triceps more than chest, and another who the chest gets worked more than triceps, depending on genetics, bone structure, how they choose to grip the bar. The point is, these movements represent every major muscle in the body. Okay. Doesn't mean they work them all optimally or at the same ratio, but they do work them. Therefore they represent a performance metric. And it's a good performance metric. All right, squat, bench, and deadlift, very standardized lifts. This is why they're used in powerlifting. They use most of the muscles in the body. They're standardized. So by picking these movements, what we've done is, other than the pull-up, which I think really ties things together, we've got a standard in place. And we've got lifts that have enormous amounts of coaching information in place. We also have lifts that you can easily compare yourself against because they're highly competitive lifts. Right? They're very competitive lifts in the largest, most popular strength sport with massive amounts of strength standards, even strength and conditioning for coaching purposes that aren't even related to powerlifting. Hey, you can compare yourself to others to see how you're doing. Right? That's what we have. But we have performance milestones to aim towards because size does equal strength potential. And by giving us this, we have specific stuff to work for instead of just randomly going, oh man, what do I need to work next? Do I need more hamstring work? Should I work my triceps? What exercise should I do? Instead, we're performance based. And we're looking at it going, okay, my bench seems to really need more tricep. And if I bring my triceps up, if that's what's limiting my bench, with some really quality tricep work, what's going to happen? My bench is going to go up and the other muscles are going to grow. You see where we're going here? It gives us a way to look at our performance to determine how best we can just get bigger as a whole. Because if we start addressing the weak links in these movements, our whole overload goes up. Our mechanical tension goes up across the board. So if whatever's happening, let's say you've got these 4 movements, you find whatever your weakest link is, and you work on it, and you work on it more, your entire overload's going to go up. The tonnage that you move weekly is going to go up. The whole system is going to get more stimulation, and you are going to get bigger and thicker and more jacked because you addressed the weak links. Okay, this isn't about minimalism. It's about having standards in place and metrics and milestones that are objective. About having objective milestones to get you bigger and stronger, to get orky, to get cock diesel, whatever you want to call it. Get thick as peanut butter. Because if you look at these and go, wow, my grip is really limiting my deadlift. Okay, we'll get your grip stronger. Deadlift will go up. The whole system will get bigger. Man, my hamstrings are really limiting my deadlift. We'll get those hamstrings stronger. Get them bigger, and then everything will grow. Right, you do the same thing with your squatting. My low back is really limiting my squat. Well, then work on your low back. My adductors are limiting my squat. Do some wide stance work and get those adductors up. And if you do that, the whole system gets hit with more mechanical tension and overload because the big lift goes up. Okay. This gives us a way to systematically approach getting the entire system bigger and stronger. Instead of saying, well, I'm just going to get the system bigger so that I'll get stronger, which, is true, we're optimizing it. We're trying to do it efficiently. It's not about promoting minimalism. It's about promoting effectiveness. Right? We're promoting effectiveness in a systemic manner. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.